honestly think this is the first day of eating we've done in the new house. All right, so I'm 20 weeks out from Masters USA, which is where I plan to get my pro card back. I think I'm looking okay. So here's my morning routine now. I've been a hypochondriac. You joke around about all the pills I take throughout the years. Like, I take so many pills in the morning. I'm not gonna show you every single one of them, but here's a good sampling. So first off, machine greens, make the base, right? Make the base. So I have a big old 32-ounce cup here, got machine greens. There's also a sink with a water filtration system in here too. Mental jewels, always take that in the morning, get my brain going correctly. Then we top it off with some nectar. So right there, got my liquid. Also have 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar in the water. Again, I'm not showing everything, and this will be a really long video. I make sure I start off every day with all this water, as much water as possible. Get hydrated. You've been basically thirsty all night. It's time to get hydrated. So, on something I take, Insurgent. Yes, I'm on steroids. I'm on TRT, but Insurgent has a great property where it actually helps free up testosterone. If you have bound testosterone, it's obviously not going to be as effective as free testosterone. You want it to be unbound. Regulator, digestive enzyme for overall health. Now with that, I also take, this is Imodium AD, and I also have this Laprazole. I think, what is it called? Anyway, it's anti-heartburn. I get heartburn occasionally. Some extra vitamin C. Allergy pills. I take both the green and the blue. Since I moved to Tennessee, my allergies have been interesting. But taking both of these really done wonders for my allergies. Wendo, joint care from Ambrosia. I also take machine motion, but I ran out. Joint care is imperative. Fish oil, 3 grams of combined EPA, DHA a day, 5 of those. Vega D3. Now, when it's really bad flu season or COVID season, I'll actually take 10,000 IUs, but here's 5,000 IUs per. Now, the Vega D3 is really awesome because it's vegan. It's a really good source from lichens. It's a renewable source, and most vitamin D3 on the market come from sheep wool grease, believe it or not. Contest prep, right? I haven't done a video on this at HRT. This is stanozol. What is that? Winstrol. So I'm on this for the next 8 weeks, prescribed by my doctor. I'm on all HRT, but I'm gonna get a little funky, right? Again, look down below if you want to know who my HRT doctor is, if you think you're a candidate for HRT. Armor Thyroid, 60 milligrams. Right, there's no hiding anything here. We're all fully transparent. This is metformin. I take this twice a day, so we'll do this again tonight. Immortal. So it's perforated, you just gotta find it. On clear plastic, it's not that easy. So that's it for the day. So the goal of this is to show you what I eat for the day. I get asked a lot, and I haven't done a day in the life eating for a long time. So my macros today, I'm gonna hit 380 carbs. I'm gonna hit 280 protein. I'm gonna hit 90 fat. And sort of meal plan. I ate a lot of rice, I ate a lot of chicken, I ate a lot of beef, I ate a lot of outright bars. I ate a lot of MTS whey and cream of rice, but you'll see throughout the day it's gonna be a good time. But yeah, let's eat. Wow, it's already like 80 degrees. I think it's like, 8 o'clock. So a little later start. We had friends over till like 10. So by the time we got to bed, it was like midnight, which is way later than usual. So I slept in like 6:30 today. So I'm just now getting on my morning cardio with Ruckus, just getting a little half-hour walk in, get the blood flowing, sunlight shining. Took my daughter to high school soccer practice, and put on with the day. So we'll get into some things today, like maybe some random thoughts, maybe this and that, mainly what I eat, hitting my macros, all that. So 20 weeks for me is crunch time. That's when I start being more serious. And just give you guys a heads up, I won't say which show I'm doing, but about 4 weeks out from that show, I will be doing, you have to do a show. You don't have to win it, but you have to compete sometime that year before you do the Masters USA. So I'm gonna just jump into any old show, just do the Masters division, nothing else. I don't wanna take it seriously, and just a little tune up, just see how everything looks. but I should be what everybody else would consider really lean at 4 weeks out. So I should still dominate conditioning. That's what I do. I'm a conditioning guy. I'm not a size guy. I'm not a roundness, fullness, pretty guy. I just bring conditioning. So with that said, hopefully I can't wait to get home and eat some breakfast. I'm hungry as fuck. So one of the cooler things about this house is we have, this is called a working pantry. It's a pantry with electricity, cupboards. And then there's another pantry, which is a non-working pantry, which has no electricity, but it has shelving. So anyway, Sean Torbati bought this for me. It's an espresso machine. It's basically a rich people's Keurig. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this Nespresso, and this is my treat for the day, right? Like, this is the bomb. I have an espresso. I'll put a cup in here. Got my little coffee mug here. So I put a scoop of that there. Ritual AM in here. Always start your day with ritual for your brain. But I've already had mental jewels. Now I'm having a ritual. Essentially, my IQ is at like 397 right now. Not even kidding. Like Einstein's like, man, that Jew is smart. I got some stevia. Put it in. Look at that. That's how the other side lives. Look, it just makes espresso. It's like you're in a coffee shop, except you're not. You're in a working pantry, which is essentially a pantry with a counter and drawers. See, we got everything, right? We got plants on the windowsill. That's America right there. That's 1776. Look at that, look at that. It just comes out. You press a button, it comes out. And I like to stir it as it goes in. I don't know how much this cost because it was a gift. Do you know how much these cost, Katie? About $2,072. What, 200? $200. When I was a kid, we had a Mr. Coffee pot, and that was it. Oh yeah, this makes froth. So here's my breakfast. It doesn't matter what part of the year I'm in, I'm gonna eat this. 2 whole eggs. These are the free-range pastured eggs. They run around eating worms and shit. So you got better like nutrients in there. And then there's an everything bagel, Dave's Killer Bread, epic everything bagel. These are delicious. The macros, see, bagels have a lot of protein. They have like 8 grams of protein. This is like about 20 grams of protein, about 45, 50 grams of carbs. I'll put in my little macro calculator, but that's meal 1. Yo, meal 2. I don't eat big meals, but I get my macros in. So, scoop of MTS Whey PB Cooks, 25 G's of protein, right? A little almond milk, just a little bit. I don't even measure this because it's like a whole cup is like 30 calories. I'm using literally like a fifth of a cup. You know, if I'm on the road and I don't have as much time, I will make these bigger so I don't need as much. Tammy just got done with soccer. She's babysitting now, man. She's got a real job. Frozen banana. Look at that, that's an Emerald Lagasse. Take that, Robert Irvine, and your Fit Crunch bars. Outright bars are better. What I do, mix it up. Let it sit for a little bit so, you know, it gets a little cold, the bananas melt a little. It's really delicious. Take some whipped cream. That's meal 2. How many meals do I eat a day? Good question. And the answer is I don't really know. It depends if I train, how big my meals are. Sometimes I'm hungry and I'll eat more of my macros at one meal. But some days I'll have 4 meals and I'll hit my macros. Some days I'll do it in 9 or 10. Some days I like nibbling. It just depends. So that's why I always say, like, I would hate to, and I used to do this when I used to compete back in the day, right? Like I used to have, okay, I'm gonna do 6 meals, here's my macros. But like sometimes at meal 2, like what if you don't have an appetite in the morning, right? And what if you do have an appetite in the morning? Or what if you have more of an appetite at night? It fits your macros, flexible dieting allows you to adjust your diet based on how your appetite is or how your cravings are. And I just prefer it that way. Thomas, time for your circumcision. All right, check it out. So this is a round or flank steak. They're all about the same leanness. So this is a 1.5 cups of rice. This is my boring. So I eat really boring. And I know a lot of people, oh my God, it's the vertical diet. It's not, but I digest it easy. I'm training later. This is my whole food meal before training. I do need to make more white rice. I just throw it in there. Now what we used to do, here's a hack, but we're out, is I used to get the broth, the bone broth, and instead of water, I put the bone broth. Oops, I put the bone broth. We're out because
you forgot to have me put it on the grocery list.
I told you to put it on the grocery list. You obviously
make your own grocery list.
Well, that's your job. I do my own stuff. So anyway, so 6 ounces of meat and rice, and now you kind of see my diet's really boring. You know, I eat the same thing every day. That's why people are like, hey, do a day in life eating. Hey, Ruckus.
Ruckus doesn't think it's boring. He's waiting patiently.
Have fun with that, Ruckus. Ruckus is on the carnivore diet, and his food's always raw. Ruckus eats.
But he'll take some cooked steak.
Ruckus does not discriminate. So anyway, this is my meal. What I do is I put on it So I'm not a spice guy. I'm not a spice guy. So what I do is I'll show you in a second. I use the Red Hot for wings and soy sauce. I use those two spices on my chicken to make it good. I kept forgetting to buy this, but I have I have some reflux issues.
Oh. Okay.
Did you put in the?
The red sauce, it's not supposed to be refrigerated.
It can be. So I got this.
I read it. It says.
So Red Hot wings. So you look at the little so they have like different levels. So the wings, the buffalo wings are the lowest one other than the sweet chili. So this is enough for me. So I add this and this. It gives me enough sodium so I actually get good pumps and I don't cramp during the training session. So this is meal 3. Today's been really cool, man. I got a lot of work done. Katie's in label hell. Lucky she's holding my phone. I didn't have to set up a tripod. I did a live on YouTube. If you haven't seen those, they're always fun to join. And we're just catching up now. I was going to go to Ohio this week, but it's not going to happen. Too much to catch up on, but I'll be there next week for sure. But anyway, this is the meal. All right, yo. This is my favorite pre-workout. This cream of rice baby food. It's not baby food, but it might as well be. It's like the first thing you feed kids. It's very easy to digest, and it's like eating nothing. So it's good. I mean, for pre-workout, I love it. It's one of my favorite carb sources because, you know, as someone who's battled with IBS his whole life. All right, so I got the PB Cooks again. That's gonna be my flavor of the day. I'm gonna mix up my pre-workout next. I don't need to show you all that. I'm having a scoop of Clash, a scoop of Vasky, 2 scoops of Naturalite. An intro workout, I am having Machine Fuel. I think I have the blue
raspberry, right?
The blue ras.
Yeah, which we haven't had in forever. Like I don't.
Good.
Yeah, where is it? Over here.
So I got to get going to the gym, so I'm gonna stop filming. So this is a unique situation. I'm actually doing some step mill post workout. Not officially starting cardio. I just feel good after doing it, and it helps me cool down from training. So 30 minutes, just walking. Not a big deal. Just loosening it up, getting my back loosened, getting cooled down from the workout. Post-workout, outright crisp today. Got the double chocolate peanut butter, delicious. And I'm gonna get my ass home. Doing cardio takes too long. What's up? Okay, dinner time. So check it out. So Thomas put some background that made his computer screen look cracked. And Boomer over there got all upset.
No, he called me. He's crying.
Yeah, he was faking the crying. Thomas is a troll. My wife made a bunch of sweet potatoes. We had some company over last night, so we got that. So I got my steak. Last meal, I like to have a lot of beef. My calories start getting lower because it has more nutrients in it. All right, so here's the steak. These came out really good. I smoked them. This is smoked, so it's a little bit, I overcooked it a little bit. I'm kind of pissed off because I cooked a thicker cut of steak before.
We have a meat thermometer that goes with the Traeger.
I understand, but I got it. I had it. I thought I had it, and I didn't. So here's my 6 ounces of meat. I'm gonna get the sweet taters, and I'm gonna have 8 ounces of them. It's about 60 grams of carbs.
She came up there so.
All right, so check it out.
I whooped your butt.
Here's the final meal. Well, not the final meal. This is my final whole food meal. So about 60 grams of carbs, about 50 grams of protein, and whatever the fat is, the macro counter will do the rest, and we'll figure it out later and film the rest.
7 ounces of meat.
I almost fell. I went to lean against the counter and I missed. I got some macros to make up, so I'm gonna have my second outright bar. This is my go-to when I'm not having a crisp, the cookie dough. Cookie dough is good. We got so many new flavors coming, Katie.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna go on our boomer walk with that dog right there. That one. Ruckus, I saw you. I caught you in the guest bed. Ruckus thinks because no one sleeps in that bed that it's his. It's not. There's a full day of eating. Final meal. 2 scoops of peanut butter cookies and cream MTS whey and a banana. A little bit of decaf from Ritual AM. So now you guys kind of get a grip on what I'm eating now. About 380 grams of carbs, 280 grams of protein, 90 grams of fat. Workout today, you saw a little glimpse of it. Back, which is extremely hard day. The 3 hard days of the week are the big back day, which is Monday. Then leg day, which is Thursday. Then chest day, which is going to be Saturday. Now in between, we have hamstrings and shoulders on Tuesday, which is a bit easier. We don't have any really beyond failure movements. Wednesday is an arm day, which is almost a deload day. Friday is actually a lat day. We do mostly vertical pull down type movements. And then Sunday is an off day. I'll usually do some squats just to loosen up the hips and some cardio and stuff like that. But overall, that's what's going on.
Not really an off day.
It's never an off day. Off days, I'll take a day off when I'm dead. So, yeah, everything is kind of progressing. Weight is 224.4 pounds. Because I wake up, so my weight's never truly in the morning. Here's why. I take it upon, now I wake up and I have to shit. Right when I wake up, but I don't. What I do is I wake up, brush my teeth, come out here, take my morning supplements y'all saw this morning, and then I go back in and I take a shit because it, it works up and it comes out much better, right? But like today I woke up, I peed, I had to shit, but I weighed myself. So if I was to right upon waking, after poop, if I was to poop, upon waking, then it would be less. But I like to kind of pack it in to make sure I don't have to go again. That way I'm pretty much done for the day. So I usually poop 1 to 3 times a day. 1 to 3. But that's the main one. The other ones are just dribblers. Well, I mean, it's just being real. So my weight's around 224, emptied out. I'm guessing shredded, 216. Stayed shredded, 212, 213. But after the carb up, so if you deplete down to 212, 213, there's no body fat, and then you fill out. You super compensate, get you about 215, 216, guessing. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go watch my final episode of The Last Dance. It's on Netflix, and I don't have cable. I'm not getting cable because I'm cheap. So I'm going to go enjoy that, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this.